Hi everyone, my name is Luca Deplano, Associate Manager in Innovation Access Policy at the International Federation of Pharmaceutical Manufacturers and Associations, IFMA. IFMA represents the research-based biopharmaceutical companies as well as regional and national associations across the world, including in Africa. IFMA represents four national pharmaceutical associations in Africa, in Ghana, in Kenya, in South Africa, and in Cote d'Ivoire. By engaging with health and research players, IFMA works with global stakeholders to support policies and initiatives that encourage the discovery of and access to medicines and vaccines to patients. We are proud to work with the health community globally to find the health solutions for current and future generations. In Africa, our work focuses on promoting an innovation ecosystem in the continent, as well as lending ongoing support to African youth initiatives. It's important to start with saying that despite many hurdles, Africa in fact has the highest entrepreneurship rate in the world among working age adults. So according to the African Development Bank, 22% of African working age population are starting businesses. So the investment is lacking, not the creativity. It is often the lack of financial resources to build a viable business from their initial idea that creates significant hurdles. And this is especially the case in the healthcare sector. There is a $140 billion funding gap for startup and SMEs in Africa. We have seen huge sums of money being invested into fintech startups recently across the continent. However, this is not reflected to the same extent in the healthcare space. Yet, with the global pandemic, investment discussions are starting to change, and we are seeing more interest in the healthcare innovation space from investors. At the same time, the investment challenge presents itself much earlier than this because startups often face interest rates in the double digits from their local banks, which can dissuade startups from even getting started. There is also the need to build the science, technology, and innovation capacity on the continent to support and develop more healthcare solutions. With that objective, IFMA and Speak Up Africa partnered to create the Africa Young Innovators for Health Award. The award seeks to support pioneering young health entrepreneurs across Africa to bring their innovations to life by providing financial and in-kind support to winners of the award. Partners and supporters want to provide more opportunities for African youth to fulfill their entrepreneurial potential through support for innovations that make a real difference, specifically to the healthcare workforce in Africa, which was a thematic focus for the 2021 award and will also be the focus of the next plenary session that you'll be hearing about soon. The award helps to bring their innovations to life by providing financial and in-kind support by way of business mentorship, media training, and advice and guidance on intellectual property to the award winners. So as partners and supporters, we understand that young people are today's change makers, innovators, and leaders that are on one of Africa's greatest assets. So they are constantly finding new ways to solve pressing healthcare problems in their communities, even in the face of an unprecedented global pandemic. And during COVID, we saw Africa-led healthcare businesses repurposing their products and business models to help stem the spread of the global pandemic. We recognize the power of young people and the innovative perseverance coupled with the need to support the incredible work of those working on the front lines of healthcare delivery, healthcare workers, the theme of the next plenary session. So during the COVID-19 outbreak, we have come to fully realize the dedication of healthcare workers at the forefront of the COVID-19 pandemic, especially considering the shortage of human and financial resources for healthcare across the continent. Africa, with about 11% of the world's population, bears over 24% of the global disease burden. Yet it's home to only 3% of the global health workforce and spends less than 1% of the world's economic resources on health. This puts a heavy strain on healthcare workers and the healthcare system and universal health coverage. Therefore, the African Innovators for Health Award was born to celebrate the work of pioneering young health entrepreneurs across Africa and support healthcare works in their day-to-day work, which is a key pillar of universal health coverage as well. So I believe that the African Young Innovators for Health Award acknowledges the power of youth in Africa and recognizes the immense creativity and entrepreneurial spirit of young people, which is one of the continent's greatest assets and can be a real game changer. People are honest about it, about what needs to be done, what their role is to achieve this, and are overwhelmingly keen to make a difference. And this program shows that the investment in the human capital of Africa's promising young entrepreneurs can advance healthcare solutions and develop their already incredible potential as enablers of change to tackle some of the most pressing healthcare challenges of the continent. So the winners, as you could see from the previously played video, are very impressive individuals, not least because of the determination to succeed. Having an idea is one thing, but making it happen at such a young age is quite a different achievement altogether. So for me, their products exist and are on the market. This is a great signal that there is a potential for youth and for the award to make an impact. With regards to the winners, you will now hear in the next plenary session from John Mwangi. He's a great entrepreneur with strong business acumen. Him and his team understood the gap in the market for continuous professional development in the healthcare profession and how to leverage the power of an online platform to fill this gap. What's really incredible, in my opinion, is that Dactari Online is already part of the formal continuous development program for Kenyan health professionals. It is the first online continuous professional development provider by the Kenyan Medical Practitioners and Dentists Council. This shows it is a viable business and is working to meet the skills and development needs of the end user and the health professionals. So IFMA will continue the award work in the future years to be able to support more and more healthcare innovators across the continent with this program. And the focus for the next edition will be different and will be also in line with the Youth Summit of these days on universal health coverage. So in 2015, member states of the United Nations adopted the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and its accompanying SDGs, with the third goal of the agenda focusing on health, good health and well-being. So this is the attainment of universal health coverage as its umbrella target. The 2022 WHO Afro-Regional Report on universal health coverage highlights 3 crucial lessons on moving forward with the UHC agenda in the region. First is the need to invest in the resilience of health systems. This implies that communities must continue to use essential services even when a country is facing a threat event. Secondly, integrated service delivery remains a crucial need in the region. The differentiated progress between infectious conditions and STDs shows how this gap will limit overall progress in the countries. Lastly, there are many opportunities for countries within the region to learn and share experiences, with each one taking a unique path to achieve universal health coverage. So the next edition of the award program will focus on the theme of universal health coverage so that we are attracting innovations that are enabling people to have accessible, affordable, and quality health provisions regardless of their economic status, gender, or other characteristics. But also beyond the award winners themselves, we seek to create a strong network of healthcare entrepreneurs from those who apply for the award, a network in which they can learn from one another, share resources, and access innovation expertise through IFMA's networks and events. So we invite you to apply to the next edition of the award and share the news about this great opportunity with prospective applicants in your network. We want to support African youth-led innovation in the long term. Thank you.